We're going to continue right here at the Warplane Heritage Museum, and if you ever looked at a dovetail and you admired it, well, actually, you know what? According to Rob here, he says that this is one of the reasons why antiques last, or they're called antiques.
Why they made it to live to be an antique.
Yes, because?
Because somebody did it right, and if it's not built properly, then it can't live long enough to be an antique. So dovetails, which is the way you join two pieces of wood at a right angle, most typically found in drawers, are the strongest way to hold those two pieces together. And it's the reason why, over years, they don't fall apart, and grandchildren and great-grandchildren get to enjoy them. So what I do is teach people who want to learn how to do this, a very simple method of dovetailing. A lot of people look at it and think, oh, I could never learn to do that, it's too hard. It's not, it's very simple. And we've worked over the years to come up with methods to make it very simple. Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
All right. So the first thing you're going to do is take your board and you're actually going to lay it out. Now, to speed things up, but I'll show you real quick. You need a good saw. You need a saw that will cut fast and accurately. So I have a saw that cuts very fast and very accurate.
Okay, and are you going to have seminars this weekend?
Yep. So once you've got that done, then you take the second half of the piece. This is the part that has always caused people fits and starts, because the second half has to fit into the first half, right? Mm-hmm. So here's a method that I've kind of put together some ways other people have done it and came up with my own. I have a marking gauge that is the thickness of my saw blade. Okay. I set one piece on top of the other, but then I move it over just the thickness of the saw blade. Then I take my own Rob Cosman dovetail saw. Did you catch that? And because I took this board and moved it to the left, I'm going to go to the right side of this thing called the tail. And I reach down through with my saw. Ah. And then I go to this side and I do the same thing. Now, if that's hard for your hands, I got a little tool that's made by a company right here in Toronto, actually. Now, before I do anything, I've got to move this board now to this way. So I'm going to use my marking gauge, slide it over so that it represents the thickness of a saw kerf. And then if that's too hard, then you can use this. And because I moved to the right, I'm going to come to the left of the tail. Okay. I'm going to reach down through. Am I running out of time?
Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to show everything, but you can find Rob right here if you have any questions. Believe me,
well, just
he knows.
Catch this real quick. See, you already have your lines?
We are here at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. It starts today at 11 o'clock. This is where you can find Rob, and he'll teach you to do many things, like the dovetail right over here. As we go to you now, Steve.